Good morning, students. Hope you are all safe. Now, today we are going to learn about the related rates. What do you mean by related rates? A problem which involves at least two changing quantities and asks us to figure out the rate at which one is changing and given sufficient information on the others. In the last class, we learned about one quantity, but here we are having at least two quantities. For example, if I have z is equal to x plus y, that means z is taken two values x and y. So then if I am going to find out the rate, then I need to find out this dz by dt according to this dx by dt and dy by dt, that is the rate of x and y, which should gives us sufficient information on x and y. Okay, so now we are going to suppose, for example, if a car is moving to one direction, then let be taken that value as one side, and if another car is moving another direction, so two things are happen here. One car is moving in one direction and another one is in another direction. So two things are happening. So then if we can find out the distance between these two cars using the speed and distance by the car or the distance and time taken which is given to us. So we can find out those two. So if the speed and time taken is given, we can find out the distance between two cars, or any of the other three is given, we can find out what is that is we can find out either the rate of this car if the distance and the time taken is given to us. So accordingly we can find out. This is called the related rates. Okay. So now here we are having a problem. A stone is dropped into a pond causing ripples in the form of concentric circles. So we have a pond in which if I stone the pond, then I will get a ripples like this. Then the radius r of the outer ripple is increasing at a constant rate of 2 cm. So what is given here? Increasing at a constant rate. That means the rate is given to us. Rate of what? The radius. So rate of the radius is given to us. Now what we have to find out, and the radius is given to us. What is the radius given to us? 5 centimeter. So now the radius is nothing but 5 centimeter here. This is the radius. So we are going to find out the rate of changing of the total area of the disturbed water. So we are going to find out the rate of change in area, not area, rate of change in area we are going to find out. So let me see what is given to us. So what is given to us? The radius is given, that is equal to 5 centimeter, and the rate of the radius is also given, that is equal to 2 centimeter per second. Now what we have to find out? We have to find out dA by dt. But what we know A is equal to pi r square. That is the area of a circle. So we are taking that value. Since we need to get this dA by dt, that is rate of change of area, then we are taking dA by dt is equal to pi is a constant. We are keeping it as it is. R square's differentiation is nothing but 2r dr by dt. Okay, now I am going to substitute the value. What is given to me? R is equal to 5 centimeter is given and dr by dt is equal to 2 centimeter is given. I am going to substitute that. If I am substituting that, then I will get the answer as 20 pi centimeter square per second. Since it is a rate, even though it is an area, therefore we have to show that centimeter square divided by second. Okay, now let me move on to another problem. The second problem is a beacon makes one revolution every 10 seconds. It is located on a ship which is anchored 5 km from a straight shoreline. How fast is the beam moving along the shoreline when it makes an angle of 45 degree with the shore? So now what is given to us? A beacon. That means that is, it's like a radium, that is in lighthouse and all, you can see that light, so it will be based on that. Then there is a seashore. So what is given to us? So which is 5 kilometer to the, that is, the ship is anchored 5 kilometer from a straight shoreline. Therefore we are just going to draw one line which is 5 kilometer. Okay, so then what is given to us? It makes an angle of 45 degree from where we are seeing, from the ship. So from the ship, if you are looking the seashore, then it will makes an angle of 45 degree. Shall we make this one as a triangle? So if I am making it as a triangle, then it will gives me an right angle triangle. Okay, so now we have to find out this value. For that, what is given to us? So the given one is, we are given one right angle triangle. So we can find out the value, that is, it is given that as 5 kilometer. So that means I can find out what is this value. Okay, so then tan theta is nothing but opposite side by adjacent side. So I am just substituting it, it just becomes x divided by 5. So therefore we can get x is equal to 5 into tan theta. That will be one equation. So if you are having that equation, we have to find out dx by dt. So that means here what we have to find out? We have to find out the rate of that height. Okay, so then we are going to take the given equation. The given equation is x is equal to 5 tan theta. So for that I am going to find out the values. So the first one is, it is given that one rotation takes 10 seconds. So that means I have to find out the angular velocity. So if I am going to find out the angular velocity, then d theta by dt, that is equal to 2 pi divided by 10. Because if it considers as a circle, then 2 pi represents one rotation. That is 360 degree. 360 degree is taken as 2 pi. Therefore here we are taking it as 2 pi divided by 10. So if it is 2 pi divided by 10, we can cancel these two. So if I am cancelling these two, then it will be pi divided by 5. That is my angular velocity d theta by d. Then what is the other thing given to us? Theta is equal to 45 degree. So if theta equal to 45 degree means we can substitute that here and find out the value of x. Therefore, if I am substituting, x is equal to 5 tan 45. But what is the value of tan 45? Tan 45 degree is equal to 1. Therefore, this is equal to 5. So we got these things. Now I am going to substitute that. I am differentiating this. So x differentiation is dx by dt. And 5 is constant as it is. Tan theta's differentiation is secant square theta, and theta's differentiation is d theta by dt, because these two are different variables. X and theta are differentiating with respect to t. So both are different variables, so we are having the value like this. So now this is equal to 5 into secant square 45 degree and pi divided by 5. I am just substituting the value of d theta by dt and theta equal to 45. If I substitute it, then I will get root 2 square into pi, because secant 45 is nothing but root 2. Because of square, we are taking secant square. So root 2 square into pi. So then this value will be taken as 2 pi kilometer per second. So that will be the distance. That is the rate of change. Okay. Now, we are going to look at one more problem. A conical water tank with vertex down of 12 meters height has a radius of 5 meters at the top. If water flows into the tank at a rate to 10 cubic meter per minute, how fast is the depth of the water increases when the water is 8 meters deep? So that is the thing we are going to find out. So let me take one conical. So in which some amount the water is filled. So now here we are going to take that distance. So here the height is given as 12 meter and the radius is given as 5 meter. So again the water level is given as 8 meters deep. Therefore the height is nothing but 8 meter. Okay. So now what is given to us? So the given is nothing but h is given, r is given to us, and rate is also given. See children, here it is given that if water flows into the tank at a rate 10 cubic meter. So cubic represents volume. So there is a rate of volume. Therefore, we are taking it as dV by dt is equal to 10 meter cube per minute. Okay. Now we are going to and height of the water is also given to us. What we have to find out? dH by dt. So dH by dt is nothing but we have to find out how fast is the depth of the water increases. So depth means naturally it represents only the height. So we are going to find out dH by dt. So now what is given using similar triangles. So there are two triangles in the given one, it's a smaller one and a higher one. Therefore, R by H is equal to 5 divided by 12. So if we are going to take R, then 5H divided by 12. We are converting the problem into one variable problem. Then only it will be easy for us because we need to find out only dH by dt, not dr by dt. Okay. So now here the volume of the cone is nothing but pi r square h by 3 cubic units. Therefore, I just substitute the value of r square, that is r is equal to 5h by 12 the whole square. I just substituted. Then if I am doing the calculation, I will get the value like this. So now after I am simplifying that, I will get v is equal to 25 pi h cube divided by 432. Now I need to get dH by dt, so I am differentiating with respect to t. So if I am differentiating it with respect to t, then v becomes dv by dt, 25 pi will be the constant, I am keeping it as it is. H cube will be taken as 3h square, and for h it will be dH by dt divided by the value of 432. So if I am going to simplify this, then dv by dt is given as 10. I just substituted the given values. If I am substituting the given value, then I will get the values like this. So then I am just bringing this 144 to the other side. It becomes 10 into 144, which is divided by this 25 pi and 8 square will come down. Therefore, it will be 25 pi into 64 is equal to dH by dt. Okay. So now dH by dt is equal to, if I am cancelling this, then I will get 9 divided by 10 pi into meter per minute. So this is the rate of change in the depth. Okay. So let me see one more problem in this. So a police jeep approaching an orthogonal intersection from the northern direction. So a police jeep is applying that is intersection from the northern direction, is chasing a speeding car that has turned and moving straight east. So a car is moving to the direction of east, but a police jeep is moving to the direction of north. So that means we can get the directions like this. Now what we have to find out? We have to find out the distance between, that is what is the instant distance of measurement, the speed of the car we have to find out. So now we are going to find out this distance. So this will gives as one right angle triangle. Okay. So now what is given to us? The given is x is equal to 0.8 kilometer because the car is moving at a distance of 0.8, jeep is moving at 0.6 kilometer. So y is equal to 0.6, and if I am going to take the rate, so the car's rate is nothing but that is the one we have to find out the distance. So dz by dt is 20 kilometer per hour and dy by dt is equal to minus 60. Why it is minus 60 is the jeep has to chase the car, but it is in the opposite direction. Therefore, we are having it as minus 60 kilometer per hour. Okay. So now we have to find out dx by dt. So if the jeep is moving like this, then we have to find out what is the rate of that car. Okay. So now first we are taking a triangle, that is right angle triangle. Therefore z is equal to, that is hypotenuse is equal to sum of the square of the other two sides. So root of x square plus y square. Okay. So then this is equal to square root of, I am just substituting it. If I am substituting it, I am getting the answer equal to 1. So now we are going to take the equation because we need to find out dx by dt. So I am differentiating it with respect to t. After differentiation, then z square becomes 2z dz by dt, x square becomes 2x dx by dt, y square becomes 2y dy by dt. Now I can cancel all the two values because it is common. So then I can get the equation like this. Now what I have to do? I have to substitute all the values what is given to me. So then I am substituting the values. After I'm substituting, I'm just simplifying that. So now I have to bring this to the other side. So if I'm bringing it, I will get the value like this. So dx by dt is nothing but 70 kilometer per hour. Okay. Just a recap of what we learned. First one is the velocity, the rate of change in displacement with respect to time taken. Second one is the acceleration, the rate of change in velocity with respect to time taken. So even the acceleration can be written as d square x by dt square, and slope is nothing but the rate of change in the vertical length with respect to the horizontal length. Thank you, children.